juncture, I think we are all ready to present the first set of special awards. Let's begin with Mr. Burma World 2024. Paraná City. Congratulations. Now let's give out Mr. Options Philippines Ambassador 2022. We actually have two winners for this award. So the winners are Mr. Parañaque City, MJ Orellano, and Mr. San Pedro Laguna, Rafael Anasano.
The winners of the Mr. Options Philippines Ambassador 2022 will receive 10,000 cash prize each from Options Philippines. To present the awards, here are Mr. Joseph Roque, President and CEO of Options Philippines, and Mr. Kevin Balyola, Mr. International Philippines 2018. All 30 candidates will also get a 200,000 worth of life and accident insurance coverage from Options Philippines.
Now let's give out Mr. Kahel. Mr. Kahel is Mr. Rabbi Siha, Ivan Miles Sibay.
The winner of the Mr. Kahel will receive 10,000 cash and 1-year ambassador contract with Kahel. To present the award, here's Mr. Arthur Maceda, co-founder and CEO of Kahel Wholesale and spokesperson of the Mr. International Philippines Organization.
Congratulations. Next up we have Mr. A.Q. Prime. Indeed, our Mr. International Philippines pageant is a gateway to many opportunities. As tonight, we will also be awarding one of our new candidates who stand out with distinctively female star power.
To receive the award of a Mr. A.Q. Prime, the winners will receive a fourth exclusive picture contract from A.Q. Prime. To present the award, here's Mr. R.S. Francisco, overall creative head of A.Q. Prime.
Our Mr. A.Q. Prime Discovery is no other than Mr. Parañaque City, MJ Orellano. Congratulations. Now we're going to give out Mr. Mentor. Mr. Mentor, yes. Mr. Vivian Laguna, Marfano Avendaño.
Mr. Mentor will win 25,000 cash from Mentor. To present the award, here's Mr. Brian Gamante, CEO of Mentor Productions.
Now let's give Mr. David Salon. Mr. David Salon is Mr. San Pedro Laguna Tapaquera Chano.
The winner of the Mr. David Salon will win 10,000 worth of gift voucher and 10,000 worth of products from David Salon. Here's Miss Laura Thompson, creative director of David Salon, and Mother Jason Lopez, senior consultant and hairstylist of the icon of David Salon.
Congratulations. And now to complete our first set of special awards tonight, we have Mr. Front Row International.
The winner of the Mr. Front Row International will win 30,000 pesos in cash, 1 year supply of Lux supplements, Lux Immune Plus, Lux Skin, Lux Protect, Lux White, and Lux brings you into Celebrity Going to the Red Front Row. To present the award of Mr. Front Row International, here's Ms. G. Parma, the media content manager of Front Row Philippines.
Mr. Front Row International is Mr. Nathan Michael Bergwijn.
Congratulations to all the winners of the first set of special awards. We will be giving out more awards later tonight on the show.
Hello, Kylie.
Hello, Michael.
So nice to share the stage with you tonight.
Ako, Michael, the pleasure is all mine. Pero gusto ko lang talaga sabihin, no, I was given the opportunity to spend time with some of the candidates of Miss International 2022, and I found them to be such very sweet men, no?
Yes, you're distinctively handsome, not just handsome, but full of character, and that is absolutely right. Kylie, for today marks the rebirth of Mr. International Philippines organization. The competition has been recognized as the most prestigious and watched male pageant not only here in the Philippines, but in the world, or the universe rather. Not only because of the distinctively handsomeness of the candidates and the winners, but the advocacy of the organization which sets them apart from all the rest.
This year, the pageant will be advocating men empowerment through sports and wellness. With the advent of the pandemic, there is no other advocacy that fits this year's pageant rather than empowering men by having an active lifestyle. Grabe, no? Grabe yung mga sigaw ng mga crowd natin
support.
ngayon. This will resonate well through our candidates and the brands who partner with us to ensure that this message will be communicated to the whole country.
And so, we would like to congratulate the Mr. International Philippines organization, headed by Attorney Manuel Del Vio, CEO and President of MIPH, for mounting this momentous event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Mr. International Philippines organization a thunderous round of applause.
Miss International Philippines 2022 will be selected through our unique criteria for judging. During our preliminary judging, the candidates were judged using the following criteria: national costume, 10%, swimwear, 20%, formal wear, 20%, sports and wellness challenge, 25%, and the nerve-wracking closed-door interview, 25%, for a total of 100%.
That is perfect in math. So, from the select group of 33 official candidates, we will narrow them down to top 20 semi-finalists. From top 20, they will go through the casual interview and the formal wear competition. Finally, the top 10 finalists will be selected. The top 10 will go on head-to-head in the final Q&A where the judges will ultimately decide on who will be the new Mr. International Philippines.
So, who are these distinguished individuals who will decide on the fate of our candidates tonight? We are so delighted to introduce to you all this year's panel of judges. Let us meet them one by one, beginning with...
Our first judge is the President of Philippine Academy of Aesthetic and Age Management Medicine Incorporated and the CEO of Derma World Center for Age Management Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Charlie Mendez. Our next judge is a multi-awarded celebrity, entrepreneur, repeatedly hailed as Best Actor and Entrepreneur of the Year, a Guillermo Mendoza Memorial Foundation Award Celebrity Entrepreneur Awardee, Stargate Men Who Matter, People's Asia People of the Year 2022, and a recognized 2022 Rising Tiger Nation Builder. The co-founder of Asia's #1 health and beauty company, Front Row International, Front Row Care Foundation, and spearhead of Front Row Entertainment, who is now the overall creative director of the emerging AQ Prime Films. Let us not forget a respected philanthropist whom we all love dearly. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for R.S. Francisco. Our next judge is the Chief Executive Officer of Mentor Productions. Please give a big hand to Mr. Brian Diamante. Next up, let's add up to this. A very handsome gentleman, the Chief Executive Officer and Founder of Barangay's Shoes. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Shoto Barangay's. Next is the Vice President of the biggest fashion designer organization in the country, DCP, or the Designer Circle Philippines. Let's give a warm round of applause to Mr. Rafael Gonzalez. This juncture is actually our honor to present to you one of the Philippines' most famous name in fashion, a couturier, beauty queen maker, and TV personality. Okada Manila, please welcome Mama Vanessa Salud. The Vice President for Sales and Marketing, Hospitality Entertainment at Okada Manila. Please welcome Miss Yellow Ortega Reporeto.
Let's all welcome Mr. Jerome Roque. A fitness enthusiast and a human resource officer too, a proud person in development with 2014, Mr. Diomedes. Filipinos International 2021 is Hannah. The CEO, President, and National Director of Mr. International Philippines and the Chairman of the Board for tonight is Attorney Manuel Del Villo.
Our judges will ultimately decide who will be the new Mr. International Philippines 2022. So best of luck to you all.
Yes, kaya guys, let's all give our judges a round of applause. Kung gusto nyo isipin sa kanila kung sino gusto nyo manalo ng family ngayong gabi.
Who do you want to win tonight?
Parang hindi masyadong malakas. May nakita kang Andre.
May nakita mo daw ang MJ,
Paranaque, Cebu.
Cebu, CEO. Wow, actually the whole Philippines is here tonight, Byron.
Hindi naman whole, pero most.
Most.
Many.
Many. So when we come back, we will start the competition.
While we wait for the much awaited announcement for the first cut of the night, let us focus on the screen and see what happened during the first weeks of the event leading to this night.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for attending our event this afternoon. From almost 80 candidates, we are down to 33 selected candidates. We are the official candidates of Mr. International Philippines 2022 wearing their official MIPH apparel from Cagayan.
Kung galing nakaka-impress yung mga candidates natin. Nakakatuwa kasi quality. It's a combination of these on the size and so na-cover po natin lahat.
Not just the usual faces in national pageantry that we've seen in the past.
And napakita natin yung kisig ng mga Pilipino.
Amazing. Just overwhelmed. Super happy po ako na nakapasok. Hindi ko inaasahan yung nakapasok din ako. Kaya ang dagawa ng lupo ako. I'm sure even just from speaking today, I'm sure there's a lot of things that's happening. Alam ko everybody who made this happen really worked their butts off. Hindi po lahat na makapasok pero bilang pa rin po dapat ang makapasok. Malungkot kasi hindi pa na nakapasok. Kasi yung mga nakapasok naman masaya kasi saan sila dito sa pageant na to. It's hard work. Pero hindi ko naman na ayaw naman po yung pasan na bawang pageant or dadating ka na lang.
It's that mixed emotion of nervousness and what's to come, and I'm just enjoying life as it is right now.
With this batch of candidates, we are confident that we will be sending a very strong contestant in this year's Mr. International.
We have a very strong chance of winning.
Two international crowns, which is the Mr. International and then the Mr. Globe pageants.
And I'm excited because this will elevate the image and the branding of Mr. International Philippines even better.
Mr. International is more than just a pageant. It seeks to be a platform for empowerment and advocacy. This year, our advocacy is sports and wellness. We have lined up series of activities that will prepare our candidates to be advocates of health and wellness.
Kasi hindi lang siya more on into physical or Q&A. It's a holistic training yung ibibigay ng Mr. International Philippines sa kanila.
This pageant, I know it's going to be tough. There are a lot of competitive candidates out there.
I do not know what to expect, so just enjoy each and every moment.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the press launch of the new Mr. International Philippines 2022. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am so happy to see all of you, so many familiar faces. I know you are all very excited for the momentum of the pageant industry gaining traction again.
We are here today to formally open and introduce the rebirth of Mr. International Philippines. As you all know, Mr. International Philippines is recognized as the most prestigious and watched male pageant in our country. This prestigious pageant represents our teams, male candidates with exceptional talent, poise, dedication, discipline, good character, and inspiring advocacy.
Share the exciting events or activities lined up for our delegates.
One unique thing this year is that
We'll be having a lot of activities for the guys. We want to really promote this advocacy of Mr. International Philippines, which is sports and wellness. So for sure, enjoy yan because they get to play, they play sports,
and we will be having a mentoring program for the candidates. The mentoring program will focus on skills that needs to be honed, the basic requirement of acting, drama, speech. We will also have entrepreneurship. We want the candidates, when they're done with the pageant, at least they are well-rounded individuals. As the coronation night happens on June 27, 2022, at the official venue partner, Okada, Manila, Mr. International Philippines formally opened its applications for 2020 pageant. Thank you very much. Mabuhay tayo.
Now, let me ask everyone here tonight, who do you think will be Mr. International Philippines 2022? Ay, nakikita mo dito, yes! Amir! first semifinalist goes to candidate number 15, leader! Michael Byrne, Don Camali. Our second spot in the top 20 is Iloilo Robin! Christian Villarin! Up next is Tayaba Stella Emanuel Iglesias. Fourth in our top 20 is San Juan City, Team Fortes. Our next spot is Macabebe Pacaca, Jorge Nicolay Mourinho. Our next spot goes to Albay, Team Gonzalez. Our next spot goes to candidate number 30, Santa Maria Guadalajara. Kyle John Thompson. The next spot in our top 20 is candidate number 5, Catarata City. Anthony Bell. Our next spot in the top 20 is candidate number 10, Cebu Province. Becky Lynch-Rosso. Our next spot in the top 20 is candidate number 11, Davao City, Eva Angel Suspense going when we come back. We will announce the rest of our top 20.
Our orientation for Mr. International Philippines. Thank you so much for coming and for agreeing to our invitation.
Today, my expectation for this orientation is to have more learnings. So we will be instructed to the rules and the legalities ang kailangan namin gawin and also to be well prepared on upcoming events na prestigious pageant remember.
We really appreciate you coming here and we are doing this orientation because we want everyone to understand the rules so that you know how to play the game.
Super excited ako kasi parang ngayon pa lang nag-sink in talaga na kasaya talaga sa mas international competition. It's time to be here in this
kind of pageant, and these kinds of stuff don't happen all the time in our lives. So I really want to make sure that I embrace myself in the experience and just enjoy it. This kind of activities.
Now, ready na po ako mag-focus kaya alamin yung mga dapat kong gawin upang may representa ang Pilipinas sa international.
Mr. International Philippines is so proud of 33 of you. We want you to know that we want you all to win, but may the best man win.
Hi everyone, this is Jake and welcome to Academy Manila.
Our official photo shoot, sobrang excited na kami guys.
That's all that fun and I'm sure mag-enjoy kami.
Kasi sobrang galing at talented na namin mga photographer and videographers.
I'm one of the photographers at Worsta who do a photo shoot for Mr. International Philippines.
Maraming galing provinces ng authentic. Nakakatawa kasi they will talk to you, minsan yung diction nila. Nakaka-proud ba kasi ang ganda na ang lahi natin Pinoy.
Even if some of them are doing the industry, I was surprised because most of them know their angles. I do suggest because the other two photographers, they're the ones that I look up to in the industry as well.
Well, my first experience in the Canada is very nice. It's very pleasant. We are all fun.
We really enjoyed our activities here in Mr. International Philippines. I get to meet new people and we are all unique, distinctively hands-down po kami naman.
Masaya kasi we used to work with the fashion design of the Philippines, especially taga-consumer.
Yung buong design na ginawa ko, very Filipino kasi all sound, masyadong bibili, kaya gusto ng mga kids, yung streamer ng sunod nila.
Enjoying every moment, including the photo shoot. We have been close than before. Napupuo yung brotherhood namin. Lalo kami nagiging magkaibigan. Yeah, I believe I can say that there is a brotherhood that was established between each and every one of us.
I met the owner, si Tony. He has a lot of plans na magaganda for the Mr. International Philippines. Hindi lang siya basta-bastang pageant. Alam ko, aalagaan yung mga candidates sa pageant na ito is to uplift yung mga Filipino men na sumasama sa pageants.
Welcome back to Mr. International Philippines 2022 Grand Coronation Night. We are now about to complete the names of the other 10 semi-finalists. And here they are, starting with candidate number 24, Quezon Province, Hisam Hicks. 17 at the Surge Business Center to receive 10,000 pesos and securing the last spot in the top 20 is candidate number 6, Cagayan Valley, Don Aquino Escudero. Mr. International 2018. Congratulations for top 20 semi-finals. To the rest of the athletes, thank you so much for being part of the International 2022. We are so proud of you. Our top 20 will soon battle it out once more for the challenge to impress our judges tonight and finally win the title. The class will introduce segment with the king of pop, Mr. Boyo Kunda is up next, so stay tuned. This is Mr. International Philippines 2022 Grand Coronation Night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Boy Abunda, and I'm doing the casual interview portion in tonight's pageant here on Mr. International Philippines 2022. Thank you, Arias Francisco. We have a distinguished panel of judges. Arias, you have a mic there? Do we have a mic for Arias? Exactly, Arias, what are you looking for tonight? Sino hinahanap nyo? Can that mic work, please? Wala pa rin. Buti na lamang kayo pinapunta sa candidate. Kaya alas napunta. Now it's gonna work. How about a big round of applause for our 20 semi-finalists, mga kaibigan. Let's give them a big round of applause. Lakasan pa ho natin. Palapit na ng palapit ang desisyon. Thank you for staying and being part of this event. PSRS. I wanted to ask you, judges, what are you looking for?
Thank you, Mr. Boy. What actually I am personally looking for is somebody that is well-rounded. Somebody not just that, it's not all good looks. It's actually somebody that can talk, very eloquent, just like you. Somebody who can represent the Philippines in the international stage. So I'm looking for somebody who has that personality and that spunk.
Okay, that's spunk. Ikaw, Neil, anong hinahanap mo?
Hinahanap yung isang tulad ko.
Tulad mo na
Para sa akin kasi, mas nagpo-focus ako doon sa personality. Nandiyan yung gwapo sila, maganda yung katawan nila. Kasi once na i-represent nyo yung Philippines, dapat may maganda kayong personality. Kasi magre-reflect yun sa bansa natin. So, may Japan, may Korea. Pag may pasaway, at nagpasaway ka doon, Philippines yung i-mention, hindi pangalan mo.
okay, so ibig sabihin hindi pasaway. Very near. Okay, Hannah, ano go to Hannah? Hannah is representing the Philippines in this year's Miss International. Hannah, what are you looking for?
Hello, Tito Boy. I am looking for someone who is going to prove that there is relevance in pageantry. They're going to use their platform to advocate and go around in the community and share that story in their international stage.
Okay, Shello, that's a question. What are you looking for?
Hi, Mr. Boy.
Thank you.
I hope you like the room.
I'm sorry.
But, okay, I'm looking for someone who can proudly represent the Philippines, like what RS and Neil and Hannah had mentioned. I want somebody who exudes superb personality, not just the looks.
Stop.
Total,
Superb
the total.
personality.
He should be someone who can really represent the country with confidence.
Okay.
Distinctly handsome Filipino.
All right, and with distinction. How about a big round of applause for our panel of judges? Maraming salamat. Itong casual interview po will comprise 40% of the score of all of the candidates, and we will be doing the interview in pairs. So dalawa magkasabay ang ating kakausapin. Beginning with our Mr. Popularity, Michael Villar at Mon Pali, and Mr. Gillianin from Iloilo Province. Can you test your mic? It doesn't work.
Pero that's very mutya ng Pilipinas 2000. Ganyan na ginawa.
Okay, I can hear you now.
2000 yun, 2022 na ngayon.
Okay. Okay, I think but people can hear you. Ito po'y casual interview. Ang sabi namin sa mga candidates, gamitin nyo ang lingwahe kung saan kayo confident. Tagalog, English, Spanish are acceptable. Sabi ng organizers ng Mr. International Philippines. So how are you doing, Mr. Iloilo?
I'm doing great. Basically, being on the top 16 is well expected for me because I've been putting 101% work before the finals. So yeah, hey everybody, good evening. I hope you're doing well.
Okay, sandali. Ulitin lang natin. So, ibig sabihin you expected to be here.
Yeah, I already expect that.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mr. Iloilo, do you believe that 3 is a crowd? Do you believe that 3 is a crowd?
Yes, of course. When you say 3,
Tayo, 1, 2, 3. Ngayon, kinakausap natin ang mga nanonood. Naniniwala ka ba na ang tatlo ay crowd?
yes, of course. Basically, I'm living my dream here because since I've been engaged with physical fitness, I already told myself I'm not just a dreamer, I am the one who is taking action. I am that kind of person.
Okay. Michael? Nakikinig ka sa sinasabi ni Mr. Iloilo.
Yes, bro.
Michael joined the PBB, Pinoy Big Brother House, and you are safe from it.
I actually have my housemates there. There's morning. They're watching.
Michael speaks walay. Siya taga-region eh. Kung may gabi yung tanan. And Michael, okay, you are a
Pentathlete.
so you call yourself a pentathlete,
Yes, ito po.
which means, anong ibig sabihin nun?
I play 5 sports: swimming, fencing, equestrian, show jumping, laser shooting, and running. All those sports.
What is the difference between laser shooting and joining male beauty pageants?
Ito boy, joining male pageants and laser run. The difference
or the similarity?
The similarities nila Tito Boy is you become successful in laser run if you're gonna practice very hard. Every time I join competitions, every time I win, it's because of my hard work. And if dito sa pageant of Mr. International, I would win, it's because of my practice and hard work. And I think those are the similarities of both.
How much hard work did you put dito sa contest na ito, Mr. Iloilo?
As I said before, it's 101%. Because during the pandemic,
Anong ibig sabihin ng 101%?
101. Basically, I've started before the pandemic because all those late nights, I work at the call center industry just to gain this kind of physique. Because I don't have any money, right? So I have to go to work. I need food, I need money to go to gym. So after work, I go to the gym. And even though if it kills me, I'm just living my dream, right? I'm willing to die for my dream.
I wish you all the best in tonight's pageant. Maraming salamat, Mr. Iloilo. Michael, maraming salamat. Good luck. Okay. Thank you very much. Please. Alright. Maya-maya lamang mga kaibigan ay makakausap din natin ang the next 10 finalists. Mr. Iloilo, I was almost tempted to ask him, when is it okay to be not okay? Remember I asked, when is it okay to be not okay to Miss Iloilo in Binibining Pilipinas? But this is less controversial. Can I call Mr. Quezon Province and Mr. San Juan to join me here?
My goodness, before we begin, it's actually Tayabas, Quezon.
It's Tayabas, Quezon. What did I say?
Quezon Province.
My bad. It's Tayabas, Quezon Province. We commit mistakes, but I got San Juan correctly.
Yes, you did.
What do you do to someone who mispronounces your name?
Well, I just go with the flow for a while, but wait till they're, so I'll just wait till both of us are alone, then I tell them the right pronunciation of my name. That's how I do it.
Ordinarily, what would you do to a person who says you're from another place and not from Tayabas? What would you do to a person who says you are from another place and not from Tayabas, Quezon Province? Dalawa lang ang choices. Sasampalin mo o ihahalikan mo?
Well, I'll explain to them that tonight.
No, you're not supposed to explain to them. You're supposed to choose. Either, halimbawa, sinabi mo taga Cebu ka, Tayabas, Quezon Province ka naman pala. Dalawa lang, itigis mo ba or sasampalin mo?
Well, I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I'll just kiss that out.
Okay. And what are you waiting for? That's a joke. That's a joke. Ba't ganun kalakas ang tawa mo, Mr. San Juan?
I'm really happy that I'm here on top 20. I'm just really happy that all of us are here. I mean, I'm still overwhelmed. I mean, look at the venue, look at the setup. And I want to tell the people that as much as you applaud the people you see in front of you, please also applaud the people who made it possible or who's behind the verse itself, right? You have to give them a round of applause.
You want to say something? Go ahead.
Say something as well. I just want to congratulate as well that everyone in this, not only the top 20, because all of us worked very hard to be here. And I just say
You're congratulating everyone who is involved in tonight's pageant.
yes, exactly. Not only the production team,
Everyone, just everyone. I'm just lost for words. So you're happy for everyone? Happy for everyone.
Are you ready to lose?
Tito Boy, wherever I may go, wherever I will be, I'll still be me. Win or lose.
Really?
Always be happy. Yes.
Ikaw, handa ka?
Lose?
When you join a contest, some people say that you should always be ready to win or to lose. Are you thinking about losing?
No, actually, losing is not in my vocabulary. It's either learning or learning with recognition. So I don't really lose.
You don't lose, you learn.
Yes.
Wow. I learned something today. Not because I lost, but because I heard that from you. Kung may third eye ka, saan mo ilalagay at bakit?
Oh my God. Oh, definitely in my forehead, which that's the most common thing. I don't have any slightest of idea of any substitute part. So yeah, definitely in my forehead.
Ikaw, saan mo ilalagay?
Well, I'll say the same. I'll put it on my forehead.
Hindi, bawal kumaya. Dapat sa ibang lugar.
Well, I guess I'll just put it at the back of my head so at least I'll be able to see what's behind me.
That's nice. That's nice. To those of you, maraming salamat. You make me proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well.
Thank you so much.
Palakpakan po natin, Mr. San Juan and Mr. Tayabas, Quezon Province. Thank you. You know, the candidates have been together for like a month, so they have a relationship. I mean, they actually talk to each other. They know each other. May I call Godfrey Nicolay Morillo, Magabebi Pampanga, and Jaden Cordovales of Albay. Godfrey, did I pronounce your name correctly? Tama?
Yes, sir.
Godfrey. Okay. Bakit, hi, Jaden. Bakit Godfrey Nicolay ang pangalan?
Kasi po, pinili ko lang magulang ko, hindi ko lang po alam kung saan nila kinuha.
Pero hindi ka nagtanong.
Hindi po. Actually, hindi po.
Hanggang ngayon.
Opo.
Talagang Godfrey Nicolay. It's an interesting name.
Actually, ako din po, lumis ako saan nila kinuha. Pero alam ko po, si internet lang din.
Can you promise? Pagkatapos ang pageant na ito, itanong mo?
Okay po.
Para malaman natin yung dalawa. Hi, Jaden.
Hi, Tito Boy. Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Jaden, somebody proposes to you. Somebody proposes to you and he's interested to buy your love. Anong sasabihin? Pabili ng pag-ibig.
Money can't buy love, Tito Boy.
I'm sorry?
Money can't buy love.
Okay. Sorry. So money can't buy love. And what are you trying to tell me?
Money can't buy love. It's a feeling. It's supposed to be an instinct. It's supposed to be a feeling of honesty.
Okay.
It should be.
There's no price tag.
Yes, it has no price tag. It should be sentimental.
Walang presyo daw ang pag-ibig. Naniniwala ka?
Sa tingin ko, totoo po yun.
Talaga ba?
Kasi naranasan ko na din ko na pagmahal. Pero, ayun nga po, hindi lang sa kabila na natin ginawa.
Ganda naman ang sinabi ni Godfrey. Sabi niya, hindi siya naganap ng sukli. Ibig sabihin, ang sinusuklihan kasi yung nagbabayad. Ako, madalas ako makakuha ng sukli. Godfrey, Jay, maraming salamat. Good one. Salamat. Palakpakan po natin, Godfrey and Jay. Now we are present to you Harold John Chongson of Santa Maria, Bulacan, and Andre John Cue of Cagayan de Oro City.
Hello, Tito Boy. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Hope we give you a great show.
Hello.
Thank you for Tito Boy.
Are you guys ready to win?
Definitely important.
Why should you win?
Against the Boy?
Why should you win?
Definitely because we deserve, we practice, and we give everything. Like the amount of what do you call this?
The amount of hard work?
Yeah, definitely the amount of hard work, the amount of effort that we exerted just to achieve this event, that is more than enough.
Ikaw, Andre, handa ka? Handa ka manalo? Handa ka manalo?
Yes, I'm born ready.
Wow, I like
International Philippines pageant, Mr. Michael Bristol.
The most exciting and spectacular male pageant in the Philippines. Tonight, one deserving Filipino who exudes the true definition of distinctively handsome will walk away with a title and the prizes at stake. You are watching Mr. International Philippines 2022!
I'm going to fight for bakit hindi siya dapat?
Well, to be
Kung kakaiba ka talaga tumindi. Okay, go ahead.
well for me to be the next Mr. International Philippines, I think it takes to have the more characters. It should be height, face, mentality, physics. It's all be ready always.
Lahat yun, wala siya.
I'm not saying he doesn't have it. Maybe he can work for it, but for me, I have all of those stuff.
Ang syempre. Maraming salamat. Palakpakan po natin. Camarines Sur and Quezon Province. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ngayon naman po ay tawagin natin Mr. Pampanga and Mr. Cebu City.
Boy.
Good evening. Hi.
Hi, boy.
Look at our judges tonight. What do you want to tell them?
Good evening po. Kinikilig ako Tito Boy, ang ganda ng Miss International natin.
Okay, that's Hannah. She's very pretty. So ang sasabihin mo lang ay good evening.
Good evening po. Salamat po sa pagtanggap ng invitation. Bilang maging hurado sa gabi namin na to, sobrang hirap, di ba? Kasi sobrang quality ng mga candidate ngayong Mr. International 2022. So alam ko nahihirapan sila.
Alright. Mr. Cebu, what would you want to tell our Board of Judges?
Watch me.
I'm sorry, didn't get that.
Watch me.
Watch me. Wow. Okay. Our Board of Judges, kung pipili kayo ng isa na isasama nyo sa langit, sino at bakit?
Can you repeat that question?
If you were to bring one of our judges to heaven, who would you choose and why?
I would choose Ars Francisco because during our workshop, he talked about his passion for theater, and it reminded me of like my passion for basketball as well. And just hearing about that passion, hearing about his work ethic, hearing about his dedication towards it, makes me jealous of his career and his journey, which I want to do as well.
All right.
Ako naman po, si Kuya Neil Perez.
Bakit si Neil ang isasama mo sa langit?
Before po ako mag-start ng pageant, idol ko na po si Sir Neil. Napapanood ko na siya sa TV. Idol ko, napanood ko yung kwento niya sa magpakailanman, yung pinagdaanan niya sa buhay. And sa tingin ko, deserve niya sa langit.
Halimbawa naman, pipili ka ng isa na isasama mo sa impyerno. Sino at bakit?
Tito Boy, hindi ko po talaga sila kilala. Nakakatakot.
Tatakot ka lang eh. Biruan lang naman.
Wala po.
Ayaw?
Ayaw. Masama mo.
Mr. Cebu, if you were to choose one of our judges na hypothetical lang naman, isasama mo sa impyerno, sino at bakit? For your sake, I wouldn't force you to answer.
Actually, I wouldn't choose any of them because they're all beautiful, right?
Okay, alright. I get that. Maraming salamat, Mr. Cebu. At maraming salamat,
Thank you po,
Mr. Pampanga. Palakpakan po natin, Pampanga and Cebu. Please welcome Nelson Nazal, San Simon, Pampanga, and Mark Avendaño of Binyan, Laguna. Use your mic. Okay. Pag sinasabing Binyan, ano ang unang pumapasok sa isipan? Puto. Puto. Puto ang Binyan?
Yeah, puto.
Yun talaga. Ang pinakamasarap na puto ay nasa Binyan.
True.
Bakit pinakamasarap? May puto ba sa Pampanga? Meron din, di ba? San Simon?
Meron po, pero hindi siya ganun.
Okay. So, let's talk about the puto of Binyan first. Go ahead.
I'd say Puto Binyan is the best in our country because Puto Binyan has a variety of flavors that I've said, and my favorite would be the ube one. I said
Okay.
It's the best.
So, kung may puto ang Binyan, anong meron sa San Simon? I'm sorry? Anong meron sa San Simon?
Meron po kaming sisig.
Sisig?
Yes, sikat sa Pampanga ang sisig.
Bakit masarap ang sisig sa Pampanga?
Kasi hindi nalo ng mayonnaise at saka itlog.
Sorry?
Hindi nalo ng mayonnaise and egg. Kasi ang authentic sisig walang egg and mayonnaise.
Okay.
Yes.
Kaya masarap.
Masarap. Authentic. Original.
Okay. May nagsasabi Actually, this is written in a magazine that Mother Earth, the world, has more or less 70 years to live. Kung hindi raw natin naalagaan ang mundo, ay magugunaw na tayo. Ang tanong ko lang sa inyo, as young men, ano sa palagay ninyo ang inyong may contribute para sa kalikasan? Seryoso ba yun? Hindi naman. What can you contribute to the environment, to saving Mother Earth?
I think I would use my voice in social media, that we should listen to the scientists and the experts because they're being ignored by those in power, by those in position. So I think that would be the best contribution that I could.
That's powerful. That's really powerful. Ikaw, anong gagawin mo?
Siguro, para po sa akin, para sa simpleng tao, umpisan ko po sa sarili ko. Tapos, hikayatin ko po ang lahat ng mga tao na mag-umpisa din sa sarili kasi lahat ng pagbabago nag-start within ourselves po talaga. Kasi kung disiplinado kang tao, lahat tayo makikinabang sa pagiging disiplinadong tao.
San Simon, Pampanga, Binyan, Laguna, maraming salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's now time for Christian Carlo de los Santos of Imus Cavite and Ivan Miles Sibay of Nueva Ecija. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay lang naman po ako.
What are you thinking right now?
Yung insulin ko. Kasi nasa sasakyan.
Yung alin?
Insulin ko, Tito Boy.
Oo nga. Yung insulin. Okay. But are you okay?
Po?
You're okay.
Medyo gutom lang po.
Oh, I think you should ask someone to get your insulin.
Okay lang po.
How long have you been living with diabetes?
Since 12 years old po ako eh. So, magna 9 years na kasi
What happened when you miss insulin?
Naano ko, Tito Boy, parang bumabalik yung mga symptoms ko nung bago ako ma-diagnose.
Okay.
Nangihina ako, ganun.
Okay. Christian, how did you take good care of yourself during the pandemic? Paano minalagaan ang sarili mo nung pandemic?
Actually, Tito Boy, nung pandemic, nag-start ako ng vlog about cooking and I'm doing home workouts and I did 7 days body transformation. And ayun, that's how I took care
What does
of
it mean? Like you can transform your body in 7 days?
Yes, I did that with diet and extreme exercise.
You did that and now you're trying to encourage others to do it.
Yes. Actually, Tito Boy, last Friday may nag-message sa akin. Sabi niya, I saw you and nahiya ako lumapit. During the pandemic, I was looking for a video na may inspire sa akin and to motivate me. And he saw my video. And that time he was big and now he's fit. Because of that video, I'm so happy na nakaka-inspire ako ng maraming tao.
Sarap ng pakiramdam, no?
Sarap sa pakiramdam.
Do you have a similar experience? Yung merong biglang lalapit sa'yo, thank you. You know, my life changed because of what you said, because of your experience. May naranasan kang gano'n?
Marami, Tito Boy, kasi nga, di ba, may diabetes po ako. And maraming namomotivate kasi paano daw po ako nagkaroon ng gantong pangangatawan despite of having diabetes. And paano ko nasasabay sa pageantries, yung condition ko na to. And parang nakaka-proud kasi mas namomotivate din silang lumaban pa sa buhay. Yung mga katulad kong may type 1.
Gaano kahalaga ang abs sa pagiging gwapo?
Para sa akin, hindi naman mahalaga yung magkaroon ng abs para maging gwapo. Kasi para sa akin, sapat na yung may respeto ka sa babae, may respeto ka sa kapwa mo, and may dignidad ka sa sarili mo. Yun ang nagpapagwapo sa ating mga lalaki.
Paano naman kami?
Go, Tito Boy, poging-poging yan.
Maraming salamat. That's really inspiring. Continue to do what you do. And you know, a lot of people are just waiting to be inspired, touched by your stories. And take good care of your health. Okay? Maraming salamat. Palakpakan po natin sila. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, let's call to join me here, MJ Ordiliano, Myron June of Pangake, and John Angelo Escuadro, Cagayan Valley.
Good evening, Tito Boy.
Ay,
Tito Boy.
anong reaction nyo pag nakakarinig kayo ng ganyan?
Oh, I mean, this is something that I've never out of a vision ever since I was a kid, Tito Boy. This is amazing. You know, my heart, having to represent Parañaque City too, it's so much pressure, but at the same time, I'm using that pressure in a way where it energizes me and it motivates me to win this pageant, Tito Boy.
You have your share of supporters. Talagang sumusuporta sa inyo sa contest na ito. What do you wanna say?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening po.
Good evening.
To my supporters, actually, wala po akong supporter dito sa audience na live ngayon. But I know they're watching po sa live and I know they have my back. And that's what drives me po. That's what drives me to go forward and forward and forward. Kahit pa sabihin natin matalo ko ngayon dito po, I will still pursue and I will still chase my dream. Tito Boy, I just want to say to all my supporters, I love you all, especially to my family. Thank you so much.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Halimbawa lang, hypothetical, kayong dalawa mag-best friends, and then he falls in love with your girlfriend. Anong pipiliin mo? Love or bro code, as they would say? Bro code or love, and why?
I would choose bro code.
Talaga?
Yes po.
Pakakawalan mo yung girlfriend mo?
Yes po. Kasi, Tito Boy, friendship friendship is more important than having a relationship with another woman. For me, a woman can come to you anytime in your life. If it's that woman is for you, she will come to you. She will marry you, whatever you are, whoever you are. Pero, hindi ka makakahanap ng friend na totoo. Tama po ba, Tito Boy?
Hindi, ang pananaw ko naman, hindi ba kaibigan mo ang girlfriend mo rin?
Yes po, that's true, Tito Boy. Friend mo ang iyong girlfriend the moment na you met and then you get to know each other, syempre friend mo po siya. But it will never po, for me po, Tito Boy, in my opinion, friends are special to me kasi they always have my back. Lagi po nila ako sinusuportahan. Mahal nila ako sa pagiging ako.
I respect that. Same question.
Bro code, Tito Boy.
Bro code din?
Of course.
Bakit?
Well, you know, there's friends out there who's gonna stay behind you, stay beside you, you know, and also you have to prioritize your health and your friends around you because having a girlfriend, of course, you know, there's a lot of commitment into it. And having friends, they can help you, they can push you, they can motivate you and be there by your side until you reach your dreams.
Pero wait, don't you expect your friends to respect your relationship?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course.
So, I mean, you're just gonna live it at it? Okay lang? Kasi ako, pipiliin ko yung love.
Tito Boy, yung sa love ko, I think, mas importante, pagmahal mo muna sarili mo. You have to love yourself first before you love
Loving yourself means loving your friends?
Loving yourself means loving yourself first because I believe that before you love somebody else, you need to love yourself first. You need to share, before you share it amongst others.
I get that.
Yeah, he's right, Tito Boy. Before you love others, you should love yourself. But for me, Tito Boy, it depends. It depends kasi...
Depends sa konteksto.
Yes, it depends po. If it's conditional love, pwede ko siyang iwan talaga because it is conditional. If it's unconditional love, I will fight for her. Kahit pa iwan ako ng mga friends ko may...
Sandali ha, mahabang usapan yan. You're now talking about conditional and unconditional love.
Yes.
So, posible magkaroon ka ng girlfriend na conditional?
Yes po.
Ano ang kondisyon ng pagmamahala na yon? Transactional? Ganon?
Pwede pong ganon dito boy, transactional. Pero most of the time, unconditional love is something that you love that person waiting for that person to return it to you. Or something na in material form na she will return it to you. Unconditional love naman is, you're not waiting for a return. Parang ROI po siya. You're not waiting for ROI para lang mahalin ka ng isang tao. Mamahalin ka niya bilang ikaw, mamahalin ka kung ano ka man. At magiging ano ka po.
You'll have to end up with what you think. Go ahead.
Tito Boy, I just want to love. What's wrong with loving everybody, you know? Life's too short. Just love. Even if you don't have it back, if you don't receive it, just love, you know, life's too short to not love.
Thank you. Just love you guys. Palakpakan po natin mga kaibigan. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. That ends our casual interview, mga kaibigan. Mamaya-maya, I will be doing an exclusive interview with Mama Rene Salud. I'm joking. No, but that's a nice discussion. Conditional and conditional love. Pero nais ko po bagong iwanan muna ang entablado. That's a nice discussion about unconditional love. Dahil natutunan ko po yan. Unconditional love is loving without expecting anything in return. But it does not give permission to any of the parties to hurt anyone, to inflict pain. That's unconditional love. Sa ating magbabalik, mga kaibigan, ay patuloy ang ating patimpalang ika nga at malapit na malaman natin ang mga winners tonight sa Mr. International Philippines. But first, nais po namin mas makilala niyo sila, hindi lamang yung top 20, pati na rin po ang buong 33 candidates of Mr. International Philippines 2022. Watch this. Love you!
Marami po akong mga pagsubok sa buhay. Yung pinakamalaki pong hamon sa akin ng buhay ko
The most difficult experience in my life, the greatest challenge that happened in my life is just being enough.
ito po yung pagkakaroon ko ng diabetes since 12 years old po ako.
That would have to be facing my board exams.
Yung aking mama, nag-diagnose po siya ng depression. Hindi ko na po nakilala kung sino ako.
That is to lose someone who truly cares for you and loves you.
I was a gangster before high school po. Tapos, nasangkot ako sa isang kaso and naban ako sa high school. Pero binigyan nila akong chance na makapag-graduate ng 4th year high school.
Na-overcome ko to sa pagbabahagi sa mga barangay o pagbuo ng community organization gamit ang pagsayaw o Zumba. Sinali ko po dito yung aking magulang.
Being a competitive person in sports, fitting in, I really made myself suffer for not doing enough. I really expected myself to be the best into anything that I do.
Nung pandemic, nawalan po ng trabaho yung tatay ko, yung buong family po namin. Kaya talagang lagi na kami nag-aaway. Nag-isip ako na magtinda talaga ng itlog para matulungan yung family ko.
I took my board exams last year, right after graduating college, and I prepared for it for at least 3 months. It was hard, it was tough. I mean, I didn't know how to prepare for it since I graduated without any clinical internship, without any experience in the hospitals. So I had absolutely nothing on my hands. I auditioned for acting shows, commercials, for modeling. I've always been rejected and I just couldn't seem to figure out why.
Nahihirapan ako maghanap ng school na papasukan. Tapos parang wala na nagtitiwalang tao sa akin dahil nga nadikit na din yung pangalan ko sa mga iba't ibang away or gang war, gano'n. Kasi before po, obese ako. Kahit anong gusto kong kainin, kinakain ko lang. Dapat pahalagahan ko yung health ko and maging active pa ako when it comes to sports. One time pa uwi ako sa bahay, may mga nag-i-scout sa pageant. In-invite po nila ako. Doon na nagbago yung buhay ko. Namit ko po yung mga taong nag-inspired sa akin, nag-push sa akin.
I will never regret not trying anymore. At the end of the day,
to just think positive that I'm gonna have to go through it and eventually I'm gonna pass my board exams just by having faith and by just doing your best.
Sa tingin ko, hindi ko na siya ma-overcome eh. More on surviving na lang yung mangyayari sa journey ko sa pagkakaroon ng diabetes. Yung problema ko na to, tinitake ko siya as motivation para mas lumaban pa sa buhay.
Hindi ko po ito malilimutan hanggang sa pagtanda ko kasi sa simpleng bagay na to nakakatulong ako sa aking magulang.
It taught me the lesson, you never know what you have till you lost them. Time solves most if not all things.
And paunti-unti, naiwan ko yung bisyo, yung pag-inom, paninigarilyo. Naitayo ko ng maayos yung sarili ko. Kaya po naging teacher ako, PE and Health. And gusto kong gamitin yung life story ko to inspire other people. Magipag-asa pa sa buhay, hindi sukatan kung ano yung nakaraan para bumuo ng magandang kinabukasan.
The greatest challenge that I've experienced in my life is
The biggest challenge po na naharap ko. The greatest challenge that I faced in my life was when we went broke.
My dad temporarily left us, abandoned us. I thought that he will never come back. My mom had no choice but to sell her house that she worked hard for.
Nagkaroon po kami ng family problem na halos wala na po kaming pera. Marami na tayong utang. Di nila pinarating sa akin yun. Nung nalaman kong ganun na, nagrebelde ko. Natuto ako minom, mag-yosi.
Nagkasakit yung daddy ko na stage 4 cancer, tapos pabalik-balik kami sa ospital.
It was depressing because my lolo and lola died. Our environment was really devastated. We don't have electricity, we don't have water.
When I had a certain extent of depression, I had problems with financial aspects, also with my education.
I'm a working student. Pinagmamalaki ko po na ako po yung nagpaaral sa sarili ko.
Nag-stop ako ng pag-aaral para maalagaan tatay ko kasi unti na lang yung natitira namin panahon para magsama. So ako nagpapaligo, papakain, ako rin nagpapalit ng diaper niya, ako rin nagpapadumi.
Not getting enough playing time during high school. When you're a senior, you're expected to get a lot of playing time.
Alam mo yung toyo na lang yung ulam mo. Kanin tapos toyo. Tapos matutulog ka gutom. May mga times na umiyak na lang ako. In-isolate ko na lang yung sarili ko. Sa school, di ako sumasama sa friends ko.
I can't continue my course. Parang nagiging meaningless lahat. I just kept myself busy doing trainings in the gym. I just wanted to move. I wanted to lift heavy. Hindi ako makapakali.
For me, I didn't get a lot of playing time and it affected me in a way that I was angry, I was selfish, I was frustrated. Overall, it made me turn into somewhat an evil person.
Nagpagaling ako lalo sa basketball. Tapos naging scholar ako sa school namin for 5 years hanggang senior high. May malaki pa kaming balance sa school, so di ko makukuha yung card ko. Dapat nasa UE na ako. Team A, varsity. Pero hindi nangyari kasi wala akong mapakit ng card.
Ako po yung pumasok as a service crew. Nagano rin po ako ng mga iba-ibang teleserye as a extra. Ginawa ko po stepping stone yung modeling sa pag-artista. Na-inlove ako sa fitness. Naging lifestyle siya hanggang sa tumaas yung self-confidence ko. Wawala na yung lungkot. Nagiging positive na yung mindset ko.
After birthday ni daddy, namatay na si daddy nun. Parang pinabot na siya ng birthday niya.
Na-realize ko, hindi ko naman ma-overcome to pag gano'n lang ginagawa ko. Stop ako. Online selling sa shorts, t-shirts, benta ko leche flan pag Christmas.
I stayed on the good side that we survived. I look at the positive things that has happened to me, like my mom. We still got our families.
Every day, I had to learn that if you want to become better, you have to work on your weaknesses so that they become your strengths and then you'll become a better version of yourself.
And I never regret na I started that journey of fitness. It gives me meaning towards everything that I'm doing right now. So, alam ko, kailangan sa buhay sumugal. Kailangan natin maging honest. Lahat naman nadadaan sa hard work.
Matuto kang mahalin yung sarili mo at huwag mo abusuhin. Huwag ka rin mapapamali ng barkada. Mahalin mo ng sarili mo para mamahalin ka rin ng iba.
I took it as a motivation for me to continue to achieve my dreams and to pursue what I love kasi I experienced the worst and now I appreciate everything that I have right now.
Pinakilala po ako sa pagiging artista ko. Tinulungan po ako niya mag-graduate. Utang na loob ko po sa kanya kung bakit ako nandito ngayon sa harap niyo. At soon, to be a certified criminologist po. I will keep working hard. I will stay humble. I will be a perfect example of someone who lives a healthy and active lifestyle.
The greatest challenge that I faced,
Yung pinakamahirap na napagdaanan ko ay yung
actually my greatest challenge in my life is my mom decided to go to abroad, work there when I was a child.
Yung pinakamahirap na napagdaanan ko ay yung pag-alis ng aking ama. Pumunta siya ng Libya para magtrabaho. Isa siyang OFW.
My biggest challenge in life is being independent. So when I was 3 years old, my father and mother were separated. Back in 2019, where I got injured playing the sport that I love, which is basketball. It was a career-threatening injury. I struggled for 3 years knowing that I won't be able to play in the major leagues in college.
Stress, anxiety, depression because of this online learning. So this learning modality, it became my problem because I can understand the lessons.
I grew up in the Palestine, especially in Gaza Strip. Of course, as all of us know, may gera po doon. So, hindi mo alam kung mabubuhay ka doon o bigla ka lang mamamatay.
Nabuhay ako sa mahirap na pamilya. Lahat ng pagsubok na yun, nadadaanan ko. Nagdadrive ako ng tricycle, naglalako ako ng banana queue, at nangangalakal ako para May baon ako sa school.
Dapat uwi na si Papa sa Pilipinas pero nag-extend pa siya kasi gumera sa Libya. Wala kaming contact sa kanya. So ako yung naging gabay para mapakalma ko yung mama ko, lalo na yung mga tatlo kong kapatid.
Sobrang hirap na lumalaki ka na walang gabay sa magulang mo. At the young age, my sister was in Dubai na at 18 years old. Siya lang yung bumubuhay sa amin ng dalawa ng kapatid ko.
It affected my self-esteem, my confidence. I was in my deepest and my darkest year.
I go to gym. I made this as a motivation. It made me overcome this stress, anxiety, and depression.
Every time na napuputa pa ako sa ganitong sitwasyon is lagi ko namimiss yung mom ko. She's my everything po.
Lahat ng lungkot na nararamdaman ko, lahat ng sakit na nararamdaman ko, ibinibigay ko sa pag-workout.
Because of this fitness activity, I met a lot of people in the gym. That's why I'm promoting this advocacy of mine, which is fitness activity to the youth as a hobby.
Sa hirap ng buhay, kailangan ko magsikap para mabigyan ko ng magandang buhay yung pamilya ko.
May Diyos talaga na nag-guide sa amin na pupunta sa right direction. Yan yung tulong na binigay sa amin ng Diyos at di niya kami pinababayaan ng mga siblings ko.
I realized that there's nothing better recovery than talking to God. That's how I overcome my greatest challenge in life.
Na-overcome ko yun by understanding na gusto lang mabigay ng mother ko yung everything para magkaroon kami ng successful life. I love you so much, Mom.
So it was a challenge for me also as a half Filipino, half Palestinian to go with the culture because I have different cultures. Still, I respect my religion, but dito sa Philippines, nasanay po ako dito.
Napunta ako dito sa Manila, student athlete ako sa Arellano University. Napakalaking tulong niyo sa akin dahil full scholar po ako doon.
Na-train ko pa yung mind ko na maging positibo at the same time, naging healthy ako physically. Yung mga plano ko sa buhay, mas na-organize ko, nakaka-relieve ako ng stress and nakakatulong talaga siya para makamit ko yung mga pangarap ko sa buhay.
The greatest challenge of my life so far.
My greatest challenge in life, ang pinakamalaking pagsubok po ngayon sa aking buhay is yung pagsaling dito sa pageant na to.
I grew up in a broken family and it's really hard. I had a lot of questions kung bakit kailangan lumaki ako sa ganitong family and I experienced bullying.
I was a fat kid. Everyone started bullying me. I gained a lot of insecurities. I lost my confidence. I gained anxiety and depression over it.
Isa siya sa pinakamalaking pageant na ginaganap ngayon. Madaming nagtitiwala sa akin and napipressure ko na kada umagang pagising ko is andun yung kaba. Andun pa rin yung takot sa kada interview na dumadating sa akin, parang nami-mental block ako.
At the age of 19, I had a condition called polyneuropathy. It's a condition wherein peripheral nerves were damaged. It has caused numbness and pain every time I tried walking. Almost 1 year akong di nakalakad ng maayos because of that condition.
My greatest challenge in life was the time that I moved to the US when I was 18. I had to leave my family and friends and start a new life in a country that I don't know how to live in.
The greatest challenge of my life so far have been this recent pandemic, when the pandemic hits. Before, I was really a full-time student. I was really at the top of my class all the time. When pandemic hits, of course, all of us struggle financially.
My family had an opportunity to move to another place where is here in Santa Maria, Bulacan. I told to myself, this is the chance. I can redeem myself where I can start a new life.
I was depressed and homesick for weeks. I didn't know how to start. I was struggling how to find a job.
All my life, I've been identified as the smart kid in class, top of your class. You know, I was forced by my own conscience to sacrifice my time and to be a working student in order to support my family financially. I believe that it took some pride for me to accept it.
Apektuhan lahat, pati yung career, school, lahat na apektuhan po. Yung neurologist, sabi niya, you need to undergo a therapist, pero we're not financially stable that time. Nag-research lang ako, and the best thing that I can do is fitness lang talaga.
As time goes by, hindi ko talaga mababago yung nakaraan ko. So, tinanggap ko siya.
I've done my best to present myself better, to gain a better experience and change my life for the better. I started modeling. I started facing the crowd.
Pero yun, ino-overcome ko siya sa paggawa ng mga trainings, pag-attend ng mga meetings, para mas masanay ako at mas ma-deliver ko yung mga sasabihin ko ng mas maayos.
I want to highlight the importance of fitness for me. Through fitness, I was able to overcome this.
Overcoming my fear, going out of my comfort zone really helps a lot with that experience.
I overcome it with the mindset that hindi ako kasi kailangan sumabay sa timing ng iba. It doesn't require a person to finish studies in 4 years, make sacrifices if necessary, and yeah, right now, I am still studying. I am not working, but I'm a full-time student right now, and financially, we're better than the pandemic, and I believe it's starting to come together.
I taught myself to be brave and learned how to stay out of my comfort zone. I turned to fitness and worked on myself, and I learned to be independent and be more confident. When I came back here in the Philippines, I am now a better version of myself.
And with a positive attitude and a right mindset, I'm able to get through it, and I'm really happy that I'm able to share my story to everyone and inspire them to do better and be a better person on their own.
For me, my greatest challenge would be
My biggest challenge in life, my greatest challenge is joining this pageant.
Pandemic, tumigil lahat, nawala ng trabaho, pero syempre sa modeling, yun lang din talaga yung namin, nasa racket-racket.
My biggest challenge in life is having self-doubt. In-affect nito yung education ko. Hindi ko ma-decide kung anong course ang tatahakin ko. Nag-shift ako ng 3 or 2 courses ata. Nasira yung sarili ko na hindi na ako nabibili sa sarili ko.
Tapos yun, nag-start na yung pagiging addict ko sa Mobile Legends. Laging puyat, napabayaan yung katawan, as in sobrang payat ko na talaga. Hindi ko namamalayan na nagkaka-anxiety, depression na rin ako.
I like to realize that I can apply the things that I learned when I was an athlete in this pageant.
It's my first time joining this pageant. That's why it's challenging for me. I'm not used to facing a lot of people.
Yung pagiging overweight ko last January, it affected me because I am unproductive. Unhealthy yung mentalidad ko. I'm not happy with my authentic self.
Fear and anxiety. This is one of the greatest challenge with the youth nowadays because some people don't know how to overcome it.
Pag nakikita ko sa mirror yung sarili ko, parang sinasabi ko, kailangan ko na talaga mag-workout. Gusto ko talaga magbago yung katawan ko.
For me, we need to focus in our training, how we will build our confidence, how we can block all the negative thoughts, and especially on how we will focus in our self-improvement.
I really like this challenge because ang dami kong natutunan sa konting panahon. It made me a better person. After a few years, na-overcome ko siya by dealing with my own muna. Paano ko tulungan yung pamilya ko kung hindi sa mismo sa sarili ko, hindi ko kaya. Nahanap ko yung purpose ko. Nahanap ko yung gusto kong gawin. Pinay, maging proud yung mama ko. You overcome life when you start with yourself. Makaka-influence ka na ibang tao. Kailangan mong maniwala, magtiwala sa sarili mo para ma-overcome mo lahat at ma-conquer mo ang mundo.
I overcome this one by engaging into physical fitness. I learned how to improve myself and more importantly, how to love myself.
Nagdasal lang talaga ako and malaking factor talaga sa akin na bumalik talaga ako sa pagiging healthy.
This is the thing that I will never regret in my life.
Kahit mahirap, kakayanin ko. Parang nabuboost din yung self-esteem ko. Pag gusto mo talaga yung bagay, makukuha mo.
And welcome back to Mr. International Philippines 2022. It's now time to see our candidates back on stage wearing their sharp and dapper formal suits. This is the part of the night where we see them looking absolutely stunning and every inch appealing. The top 20 formal wear competition will be looking for the candidates' charm, personality, and overall appeal. And to add sophistication and elegance in this segment, a specially written song for the pageant entitled Makisig, to be performed by one of the rising recording artists in the country, Mr. J.M. Bales. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2022 Mr. International Philippines Formal Wear Competition.
Sabay sa aking himig, sa tatay pag-ibig, buhay, sinubok ng oras at paghihintay, mga panahon na ako'y nanamlay, piniling bumangon at magbigay kulay, bawat sinusuyod na daan, may pagkasala dala-dala, at itong lakas ilalan, ipagsisigawan, ipagsisigawan. Tingin ng tinig, sabay sa aking himig, sandat ay pag-ibig, ako'y simakisig.
Candidate number 15, Michael Ver Anton Comaling, representing Leyte Province. Candidate number 13, Christian Villarin from Iloilo Province. Candidate number 32, Emmanuel Miguel Nadera from Tayabas, Quezon. Candidate number 25, Kid Cortez from San Juan City. Candidate number 16, Godfrey Nicolay Murillo from Macabebe. Candidate number 1, Jacob. Candidate number 30, Harold John Tiongson from Santa Maria, Bulacan. Candidate number 5, Andre John Cue from Cagayan de Oro City. Candidate number 10, Benji James Trozo from Cebu Province. number 11, Miko Angelo Teng from Davao City. Candidate number 24, Haisam Hit from Quezon Province. Candidate number 8, Adrian Basilia from Camarines Sur. Candidate number 22, Jomarl Pabalan from Pampanga. Candidate number 9, John Ernest Tanting from Cebu City. Candidate number 27, Nelson Nazal from San Simon, Pampanga. Candidate number 3, Mark Mardon Avendaño from Binyan, Laguna. Candidate number 14, Christian Carlo de los Santos from Imus, Cavite. Candidate number 21, Ivan Miles Sibay from Nueva Ecija. Candidate number 23, Myron Jude Ordiliano from Parañaque City. Candidate number 6, John Angelo Escuadro from Cagayan Valley.
Everybody telling me that it was strong. It's like I just made a note of every word of the song. And tell me how I got it, who's been running along. But I always run the message that my girlfriend. It's not for ako. Maraming pagkakataon gusto mong bigay buhay. Di ba pipigilan na sumublay. Sabay sa kinabukasan ay sumakay. Buhay mananaig, pag-ibig na wagas, at ang tagol ay magwawakas. Buhay may himig, lalo lang lumalakas. Matatanaw ang bagong umaga. Tingin ng tinig, sabay sa aking hiling. Sanda kay pag-ibig, ako'y si makisig. Oh, tingin ng tinig, sabay sa aking hiling. Sanda kay pag-ibig, ako'y si makisig. Everybody, let's go! Tingin ng tinig, sabay sa aking himig. Sanda tayo pag-ibig, ako'y si makisig. Ako'y si makisig. Ako'y si makisig.
Once again, thank you, Mr. J. Imbales, for that wonderful performance. And that was the evening gown competition of our top 20 finalists. Mas gumapo sila nung nag-suit sila, no? This was our formal wear competition. Gusto ko lang mag-comment kanina, napaka-heartwarming na mga videos na napanood natin at mas nakilala pa natin ang mga candidates natin and especially the segment with Tito Boy. Mas pinalabas ni Tito Boy yung mga personality. Grabe yung mga cheer nyo ngayong gabi! Mas lumakas pa ang mga cheer nila ngayong gabi for you guys. At dahil mas nakilala ang ating mga candidates today because of the segments that have just passed, we are now awarding the second set of special awards. Starting with Mr. Personality. Mr. Personality is awarded to Mr. San Juan City, Kit Cortez. The winner of a Mr. Personality will receive 10,000 cash and a plaque to be awarded by Mark Kevin Balwawa, Mr. International 2018. The next set is awarded to Mr. Photogenic. Mr. Photogenic is Mr. Macabebe, Pampanga, Godfrey Nicolay Maurilio. Mr. Photogenic will receive 10,000 cash and a plaque to be awarded by Mark Kevin Balwawa, Mr. International Philippines 2018. The next special award is Mr. Congeniality. Mr. Congeniality is Mr. Mandaluyong City, Gerald Castañeda. Mr. Congeniality will receive 10,000 pesos cash and a plaque to be awarded by Mr. Mark Kevin Balwawa, Mr. International Philippines 2018. Our next special award is Best in Modern National Costume. There are two winners of Best in Modern National Costume. The first is Mr. Cainta Rizal Marvin Salcedo. The winner of a Best in Modern National Costume will receive 10,000 cash and a plaque to be awarded by Mr. Severino Seb C. Lupigan Jr., Human Resource Officer for Backwards Learning and Development. The next Best in Modern National Costume is Mr. Santa Rosa City Kent Magno. The winner of a Best in Modern National Costume will receive 10,000 cash prize and a plaque to be awarded by Mr. Severino C. Lupigan Jr., Human Resource Officer for Backwards Learning and Development. The next set is an exciting award. It is the Best in Swimwear Award. And it is awarded to Mr. Leyte Michael Beranton Comaling. The Best in Swimwear Award winner will receive a 10,000 cash and a plaque to be awarded by Mr. Mark Kevin Malwawa, Mr. International Philippines 2018. And our last set of special award. Our last is the Best in Formal Wear. And Best in Formal Wear goes to Mr. Macabebe Pampanga Godfrey Nicolay Murillo. The winner of a Best in Formal Wear will receive 10,000 cash prize and a plaque to be awarded by Mr. Mark Kevin Malwawa, Mr. International Philippines 2018. Congratulations to the second set of awardees. Now before we come back, here's another AVP that you all need to watch.
Our journey with the Filipino moves us to do more, giving hope to those in need. Rebuilding lives, inspiring sports heroes, and empowering a nation. PAGCOR, creating opportunities beyond gaming.
Whoever you are, whatever you do, we bring out the best in you.
Gina? Gutom na? Mag-Gardenia na! Masarap anytime, anyway, anywhere. Gina? G! Gutom na? Gardenia! Gina? O Gardenia na! Gina? Gutom na? Dapat Gardenia! Nutritious! Convenient! Gina? G! Gutom na? Gardenia! Gina? O Gardenia na! Gina? Gutom na? Dapat Gardenia! Nutritious! Convenient! Gina? G! Gutom na? Gardenia! Gina? O Gardenia na! kabit. Sila yung talagang para sa akin.
Our journey with the Filipino moves us to do more, giving hope to those in need. Rebuilding lives, inspiring sports heroes, and empowering a nation. Hagcore, creating opportunities beyond gaming.
guaranteed. Brown with my skin, light skin is for you and me.
Gina? Gutom na? Mag-Gardenia na! Masarap anytime, anyway, anywhere. Gina? G! Gutom na? Gardenia! Gina? O Gardenia na! Gina? Gutom na? Dapat Gardenia! Nutritious, convenient. Gina? G! Gutom na? Gardenia! Gina? O Gardenia na!
And we are back here in Mr. International Philippines 2022 Grand Coronation Night. Our top 20 has already been selected and went through the casual interview and formal wear competition. Until the end of the show tonight.
And after the selection of top 10, they will immediately move forward to the last hurdle of the night, the final question and answer. Are you guys ready to meet this year's top 10? Here now are the top 10 finalists in random order.
Having the first spot for the top 10 of this year's Mr. International Philippines is candidate number 5, Cagayan de Oro City, Andre John Cue. Advancing to the competition tonight is candidate 16, Macabebe, Pampanga, Godfrey Nicolay Murillo. You are still in candidate 24, Quezon Province, Hisam Hit. Please step forward. Candidate 9, Cebu City, John Ernest Tanting. Taking the 5th spot is candidate 25, San Juan City, Kit Cortez.
The next candidate in our top 10 is candidate number 14, Imos, Cavite, Christian Carlo de los Santos. Taking our 6th spot in the competition is candidate number candidate number 3, Binyan Laguna, Mark Mardon Arvindaño. Next in the top 10 is candidate number 15, Leyte, Michael Beranton Kumaling. There are only 2 more spots left in the top 10. The second to the last spot is for candidate number 11, Davao City. Only 1 more spot left for the top 10. On the top 10 is candidate number 23, Parañaque City, Myro Jude Ordinalio.
Congratulations to our top 10! For the rest of our semifinalists, thank you very much, and we are so proud of you for making it this far.
We now turn over the next segment to the King of Talk, Mr. Boy Abunda, to proceed to the final leg of the competition, the Q&A round.
That's okay, Kylie and Michael. Salamat. Palakpakan po natin, Miss Kylie Versosa. Michael, thank you. You will
Thank
be back
you,
in a
Tito
while.
Boy. See you later.
All right. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the final Q&A portion of tonight's pageant, Mr. International Philippines. Ganito po ang rule. Each candidate will pick a question from this bowl, and the candidate may request for me to repeat the question if there is a need for repetition. And we would like to start with our first finalist. Direk, you have to tell me, where do I start? Maraming salamat. I've had a couple of sessions with the boys in Q&A. Let's see. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big round of applause. And let's start with candidate number 5. Andre? Yes, please. May I read the question for you? Pwede mong ipaulit kung gusto mo. And your question is, may kahabaan po ang tanong. Andre, kung makakaharap mo ang Panginoong Diyos at pwede kang magtanong ng iisang bagay sa Kanya, ano yun?
Mayong gabi sa inyong tanan. If tatanungin ako ng Diyos, if ako ang magtatanong sa Diyos, ang tatanungin ko po, kung bakit po nandito ako sa mundo. Pero alam ko po kung bakit ako nandito. For my gift, kasi lahat po tayo may gift. And gusto ko po i-nurture yung gift. I want to nurture my gift and to use my advocacy to inspire others. Thank you.
No, I understand what you're trying to say. Because ang hirap, makaharap ang Diyos. What you're trying to tell me is that instead of asking the question, you want to say thank you. And thank you, Mr. Cagayan de Oro. Maraming salamat, Andre. Thank you. Palapakan po natin si Andre. Maraming salamat. Number 16.
Hello.
Kumusta?
Okay naman po, kinakabahan pero andito pa rin po nakatayo.
Normal lang yung kaba. Normal lang yung kaba.
Yes po.
Okay. Your question. Ano ang nais mong sabihin sa kahit sinong nanonood ngayong gabi na nakakaranas ng bullying? Would you like me to repeat the question? Ano ang nais mong sabihin sa kahit sinong nanonood ngayong gabi dito na nakakaranas ng bullying?
Ang masasabi ko po sa nakakaranas ng bullying dito sa mga tao dito, ay huwag tayong mawalan ng pag-asa dahil andyan ang Diyos, andyan ang ating mga pamilya, kaibigan, para suportahan tayo at para hindi tayo mawalan ng pag-asa sa buhay. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat, Mr. Macabebe, Pampanga. Let's now go to candidate number 24. You can pick your question, please. Your question is it okay to love and not be loved in return? I'll say that again. Is it okay to love and not be loved in return?
Thank you po, Tito. Well, it's not necessary to be loved. As long as you are given love for people, respect, equality between the people, it's enough. In Arabic we say, "Inna ba'dakum tasawiyun." It means we are equal in love, in everything. We also, if we don't give in return the love, it doesn't matter. As long we give the love for the people, we'll be always thankful. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And our fourth finalist is number 9. Mr. Cebu City, you may pick your question. Yes, I will. Ikaw okay lang if you're not loved in return? Yes, it's okay. As long as you love.
Yes.
Kwayoko. Here's your question. A foreigner asks you, Mr. Cebu requests that his question be asked in English. A foreigner asks you, why is it more fun in the Philippines? What would you say?
I would say that it's more fun in the Philippines because of the culture that we have, the tourism that we have, the food that we have. The Philippines in general is one of the most beautiful countries that I've ever been to, and the food, the country, the people, it speaks for itself. I mean, if I could name all the places in the Philippines, it's all beautiful from the people, from the culture, from the food. The people are so beautiful, and I want everyone who's watching right now, especially from abroad, please come visit the Philippines and you'll experience paradise. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cebu. Alam niyo po si Mr. Cebu, the first time I met him, Mama Rene, you better listen to this. Binigyan niya ako ng dried mangoes. I don't know what it meant, but I took it to heart. He's a kind boy. Our next candidate, pero totoo po yun. You know, he made sure that he gave sweet dried mangoes to his friends. Our next candidate, our next finalist is number 25. Good evening. Your question. How old are you now? How old are you now?
I'm 21 years old.
When you're walking down from there to here, what were you telling yourself?
Well, actually, I feel that I'm supposed to be nervous, but as I'm walking down towards you, I'm telling myself that I can do this, you know? Nothing will go wrong as soon or as much as if I am going to believe in myself and in
You can.
yeah, of course I
You
can.
can. Okay, here is your question. Canada recently joined Uruguay. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I think I am. Uruguay as a second nation in the world to make marijuana legal. What is your opinion on the legalization of marijuana in the Philippines? Okay. Ang Canada, recently ay katulad ng Uruguay, ang pangalawang bayan sa buong mundo na ginawang legal ang marijuana. What is your opinion kung gagawing legal ang marijuana dito sa Pilipinas?
Thank you very much. Now, first and foremost, I want to say that that idea has been really considered by many experts. We have to consider the pros and cons of marijuana. And it doesn't mean that if the other countries accepted it, we would. But in my opinion, marijuana has its own medical advantages. And for all I know, I'm all for it as long as it will be limited and will not be used to businesses that will be gateway to our illegal drugs and of course crimes. That's all.
Maraming salamat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Aren't you proud of the guys? Let's go to candidate number 14. Imus Cavite. Please, your question. May tawag ang Imus, di ba? It's supposed to be the...
Flag capital of the
I'm sorry?
Flag capital of the Philippines.
Flood? Yes. Flood capital.
Flag.
It's a flag, I'm sorry.
Bandila.
My bad. It's the flag capital of the Philippines because our national flag was...
It is part of the history of the Philippines when it comes to freedom or freedom.
Tama.
Laki po yung contribution niya.
Napakalaki sa ating kasaysayan. Mr. Imos, your question is, kung may isang bagay kang ihihingi ng tawad sa Diyos, ano ito at bakit?
I think if I would wish something to God, it is to change the mindset of the people, to teach everyone discipline. Because I think discipline, it makes us think what is right. It makes us decide on what to do. And I think if we all live in a more disciplined way, I think we will have a better world. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Imos. Thank you very much. From Mr. Imos, we now go to number 3, Binyan, Laguna. Can pick your question. Mr. Binyan, your question is, ano sa tingin mo ang maipagmamalaki ng mga kalalakihang Pilipino sa buong mundo? You want me to repeat the question? Okay, say it again. Ano sa tingin mo ang maipagmamalaki ng mga lalaking Pilipino sa buong mundo?
I think that we are distinctively handsome. And I know that we have the characteristics of our national hero in our blood, running through our veins. The love for our country, the bravery of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. And that is my answer. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Mr. Binyan. Come on down. Join me, number 15, Leyte.
Maupay na gabi dito, boy.
Maupay nga gabi imo, Michael. An imo question. Michael, later your question is, the security guard incident in Ortigas, you heard about it. Sabi nila, pag mayaman, may investigasyon. Pag mahirap, diretso kulong. Comment. Okay. The security guard incident in Ortigas, kung saan nasagasaan, hit and run, sabi ng mga netizens, pag mayaman daw, may investigation. Pag mahirap, diretso kinukulong. Your comment.
Ladies and gentlemen, I saw that video on that security guard. It was really heartbreaking kasi a normal security guard doing his job and he got dumbled down because of that car. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, kung ano man yung mangyari, kung ano man yung dapat na kinasangkutan mo, or you done this criminal, you should be penalized. Kung mayaman ka man, mahirap, you should be penalized according to the law. And that would be all. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat, Michael. Thank you very much, Mr. Leyte. Thank you. Let's now go to number 11. Number 11. Your question. Batiin mo muna ang mga nanonood sa Bisaya.
Mayong gabi kaninyong tanan, taga Davao. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat. Your question. Sa Davao, sino ang pipiliin mo? Ibig sabihin, girlfriend, mahal mo o mahal ka? At bakit?
Thank you po sa maganda. Pipiliin ko po yung mahal ako. Dahil po, pag mahal po ako ng girlfriend ko, mas mapagpakita niya yung pagmamahal sa akin. Then, matuto din po akong mahalin siya. Katulad ng pagmamahal niya sa akin. Yun lang po ang salamat.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Davao. Thank you. Thank you, Miko. Thank you. Of course, Mr. Paranaque. Last but not the least, number 23. We have two more questions, actually, and you can choose one.
I love you.
I remember I asked this question when I did an interview with Danielle Padilla. Mr. Paranaque, in a romantic relationship, what is worse than betrayal? Can I say it again? In a romantic relationship, what is worse than betrayal?
Thank you for that question, Tito Boy. In a romantic relationship, it takes commitment, it takes perseverance, and it takes time. What's worse than betrayal is unloyalty.
And that goes the same for loyalty to our family, to our friends, and for our loved ones. Because at the end of the day, you can't be in a relationship if you're not committed and if you're not loving that person equally. Because at the end of the day, you need to love yourself first before you share that love amongst others. And before that, before you inspire that and love yourself first, how can you love a whole city, a whole nation, or a whole country if you can't love yourself? At the end of the day, betrayal is worse if you don't love yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Paranaque. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Kindly bring the mic, please. Just so you know, mga kaibigan, the question which was not picked was, pabor ka ba na dapat lahat ng lalaki 18 years old and above ay mag-train at sumabak sa giyera for the Philippines? Just for the record. So maraming salamat. That was our final Q&A for Mr. International Philippines 2022. And right now, I'd like to invite you, judges, and our audience tonight to have a final look at our 10 finalists in Mr. International Philippines 2022.
So today, magkakaroon tayo ng closed-door interview together with the Mr. International Philippines Organization. Hello po. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
What do you consider the most memorable and probably the most challenging or difficult part of this competition for you?
I think the most memorable thing about this whole MIPH experience was the
Pinaka-favorite ko yung brotherhood. Saya nilang kasama. Most of my life kasi lagi ako mag-isa.
meeting like Boyabunda.
I've learned so much about him as an individual, and
I've learned so much in that area, especially on how to speak.
I think we should know our core. It's an eye-opening experience.
Meeting people like from front row. And also your workshop on day one.
How to do public speaking and especially how to present yourself to other people.
The best part of this, or the most enjoyable, is just everything.
Madami akong nakilalang new people kasi introvert talaga ako.
From the Surge Fitness photo shoots.
It is a challenge for me to talk to new people, pero dito naging magaan siya and it was fun.
Actually, lahat. Kasi yung journey, tsaka yung mga experiences, kasi yung wala ko pa na-experience before. Nag-enjoy talaga ako sa pagsali sa Mr. International. One of my happiest moments sa life, to be honest.
Siguro yung yung mga rehearsal and yung mga activity natin ngayon kasi nagsama-sama kami, nagkakilala, tsaka nag-banding.
Sobrang saya po. I never experienced pa na pageant na month-long. It's a good experience din.
What made you join MIPH?
What made me decide to join Mr. International Philippines is opportunity. Life is too short not to take opportunities.
Ever since I was growing up as a kid, I wanted to represent the Philippines. I want to represent the nation, carry the flag behind my back. I want to be the pride and joy of the Philippines.
I do believe in myself. Alam ko na kaya ko talaga makipagsabayan on the national field because I have the qualities of being Mr. International.
You know, the passion that I work through this kind of organization, I think it's really important to have because this organization really work hard for us.
If you would be given the opportunity to travel back in time and meet your 8 or 10-year-old self, what piece of advice would you give him and why?
Kung babalik ako sa age na bata ako.
Ang i-advise ko lang po sa kanya talaga is ituloy niya po yung mga ginagawa niya.
Sana binigay ko na lahat ng mga possible na pwedeng gawin para ma-improve ko yung sarili ko.
Kailangan mong maging matapang kasi ang buhay hindi laging nasa taas ka.
I would tell that little MJ to just keep going.
Stay focused. Just make sure to do your best.
Never to listen to anyone's opinion and also to believe in yourself. Never stop dreaming.
Pag nasa ilalim ka, yan ang bubuo sa'yo sa pagkatao mo kung paano ka iaangat nito.
Yung mga nasasabi na hindi mo kaya, iba ka, ganito ka. Just do your best. Just be MJ. Just be real and be you, be true.
Be committed. Being committed on the way I can be myself.
Kung iibahin niya po yung dating siya, siguro hindi na po siya nakaupo ngayon.
If there is one thing that you'd like to say to your mom right now, ano yung gusto mong sabihin sa kanya?
I really love my parents. And my mom especially. Since I'm not a showy person po, na hindi ko pa na nasabing I love you. For me, they are my role models.
Ano yung pinaka-challenging, yung pinaka-mahirap para sa'yo?
You know, having to compromise my job, but at the same time, it's also an experience.
I think the most challenging is that how I can prove to everybody that I am worth for this title.
I've been juggling school and the competition.
I think the most challenging thing was yesterday, the noise and the crowd and the energy. You know, your heart, you cannot control your heartbeat. It's constantly like rising, and
it's part of my growth. I think it's definitely worth it.
Yung isa sa pinakamahirap na part para sa akin is yung lose weight talaga. Kasi sobrang ikli lang talaga ng preparasyon ko.
Yung may mga nag-discriminate lang po sa akin dahil yung pagsasalita ko po, yung Bisaya.
Gusto kong part and sobrang nahirapan doon sa surge. Mahirap siya not physically tsaka mentally kasi I was not that physically ready nung nag-surge. Parang still building up myself.
I think hindi ako mahihirapan dun kung hindi ko talaga hinabol yung iba kong candidate. So it's really the pressure na pumagod sa akin.
Nabigla po ko sa mga pinagawa sa amin doon. Although ginaya ko naman po at natapos ko yung mga pinagawa sa amin.
Ang bawat isa ay nagtutulungan, hindi lang po about siya sa competition, is about din siya sa pagiging kaibigan at family namin.
Ang pinaka-challenging po is yung financial state ko po. Kasi nung press presentation before ako pumasok, wala po talaga akong fund. 3K lang po yung pera ko that week. And then, tinipid ko yung for 1 week. Hindi po ako kumakain. Tapos yung transpo po kasi, 500, parang a day ka na malayo po kasi. And then, last, sabi ko, hindi na ako makaka-uwi. And then, meron pa si Tito Ron, hindi tumulong po. Binigyan pa ako ng pamasaya pa uwi.
Hindi mo ba inisip na because of the difficulties into your financial, no, kasi you're not, should I say, stable, hindi mo ba naisip na mag-give up ka na lang?
Si mama lang po. Si mama ko po lagi yung naisip ko kasi mula bata po hanggang ngayon, nahihirapan po siya. Gusto ko lang po makita ko masaya siya. Para pong sinabi ni Tito Boy, yeah, make your mama proud.
Alam mo, it's really very heartbreaking. It's a very unique story. Personally, this is what I'm looking for. Somebody who persevered, somebody who stood his ground, somebody who didn't give up in spite of the challenges. Your story is very, very inspiring. What is your biggest regret in life?
I was never enough for anybody. I was never enough for my parents, myself. I've always been compared to someone, someone better, stronger. I know I can't please anyone. I just want to please myself. I want to be at peace with my mind.
In case you lose this pageant, where will you go?
Mag-focus ako sa work. Pero sa ngayon po, gusto ko muna pong mag-provide sa family ko.
Ano yung nakapag-boost ng confidence mo?
Hindi kami okay sa buhay. So, feeling ko yun yung nag-motivate sa akin para maging mas matibay pa ako, lumaban sa buhay. Luckily, nag-graduate po ako with Latin Honors. I'm a graduate of cum laude po.
Nagawa ko yung kailangan kong gawin and na-inspire ko rin yung ibang tao na even though na ako po yung isa sa mga pinakapayat sa pageant na to is I still have the confidence to show my body and tumayo po sa harap ng camera and ngumiti sa lahat ng tao.
Magpapanalo sa akin dito yung personality and character, which is developed because of my education and my good family values.
Sa tingin mo, bakit ikaw ang dapat manalo as Mr. International Philippines?
Bakit naman hindi? Out of 100 plus online applicants down to 80 something. Sa 80 na yun, nasama ako and I believe na meron akong potential na nakitaan ng mga panels.
I uphold the core value of determination. As a Philippine national athlete sa modern pentathlon and an online influencer, I have the capabilities and I have the resources that I need to uphold my advocacy.
Sino pa sa palagay mo ang dapat manalo aside from
Si San Simon.
Si John Ernest Tanting po.
San Juan. I think Paranaque for me. stand out the most for us?
You know, it's overwhelming with all the other candidates doing their best.
I would definitely choose Imus Cavite.
I think he's some.
I know how he struggles and I know how he prepared for this.
Roommate ko siya, naririnig ko yung story niya.
Ang bait-bait po niya talaga sa lahat, tapos mapagkumbaba pa po.
Sabi ko sa kanya, pagbutihin mo pre, malay mo ito na yung time mo.
Ginagaya niya yung pagiging strict diet ko.
I just want to know, what is your greatest takeaway so far in joining Mr. International Philippines?
Joining pageant, it's one of my bucket list. Ayun, I'm so happy na nakapasok ako dito sa Mr. International Philippines kasi na-experience ko siya and I think I did my best. I'm trying to be a sociable person so that I can break out from my comfort zone, and that's why I'm trying to socialize to the other candidates and improving my communication skills.
Iba po kasi yung potential po dito sa parang ang laki po ng opportunity po dito kahit manalo or matalo, alam ko po na parang mas mag-grow po ako as individual.
When it comes to pageants, it's not about beauty and Gilmore. It's about hard work and discipline. It taught me a lot about it, like to be more disciplined in life.
Giving us his farewell walk and speech for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please all welcome the still reigning Mr. International Philippines 2019, Mr. Levin Arguelles.
I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who has been a part of my journey as Mr. International Philippines. Thank you to my parents, Dr. Leonardo and Dr. Melissa Arguelles, for supporting me all throughout and for being my guide in all things that I do. To my siblings for always having my back. Thank you to all my friends for always cheering me on and uplifting my spirits whenever I'm down. Thank you to PEP's organization for giving me the opportunity to be an inspiration and to have an influence as your Mr. International Philippines. And to the new organization of Mr. International Philippines, I truly appreciate all your efforts and for recognizing me as part of your family. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say my farewell. I would like to give thanks to Popeye Caritativo for mentoring me and imparting with me invaluable knowledge. My reign as Mr. International was at an unfortunate time because of the pandemic, and it felt like being stuck in a dark cave. However the circumstance, it is always important to be resilient and make the most out of every opportunity that comes your way. Because of the situation, my passion for my dreams have been rekindled, as I am currently pursuing my studies in medicine and hopefully become a doctor very soon. With that being said, I believe that we should always see the light at the end of that cave and to keep moving forward. I will always cherish this experience and will always be grateful that I was Mr. International Philippines 2019.
Thank you so much to our Mr. International Philippines 2019, Mr. Levin Arguelles. This event would not be possible without our following sponsors: Okada Manila, The Cove at Okada Manila, Hagcor, the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. For ensuring the health and wellness of our candidates through their Lux Health supplements, we would like to thank our solid partner here at Mr. International Philippines 2022, the Asia's leading health, beauty, and wellness company, Front Row. Winford Manila Resort and Casino, Novotel Manila Araneta, Options Philippines, David Salon, Derma World Center for Age Management Inc., Jojo Bragais, Walk Win, Kahel Clothing, official apparel of a Mr. International Philippines, Ilios Party Trays, Mentor Productions, Surge Fitness Center, Boysen, the #1 paint, Aquaskin, Black Water Bossing, RGM, Light Skin by Galway Trading, Dream Big Global, Golden Training and Events, Missosology, Analyzing Beauty Pageants, Drew Francisco, JM Pageantry Innovations, your one-stop shop for pageant needs, Ginger Bond, Monarch Montage Skin Science, Eurotel Hotel, Emperador, Pegaro Swim, Alan Lacerna, Gardenia, and Black Mamba. Also, our warmest gratitude to our media partners. Thank you so much to ABS-CBN, GMA, Inquirer, Manila Standard, Pageant Concept, Manila Bulletin, Business Mirror, Mars Kranz, Norman, Philippine Star and Star Blog, Pageant Chronicle, OPMD Worldwide, Pageantry Fanatics, Fab Philippines, Hey Adam G, Sash Factor, Pageant Trend, Pageantology 101, Pageant Talk, Eventology, Fab Manila, Life and Style Central, Critical Beauty Philippines, The Philippine Pageantry, Pitas of Pageantry, Pageant Mag Philippines. Thank you so much for supporting Mr. International Philippines 2022.
Here we go. The moment has come.
Hello,
I-
Tito Boy.
Hi, Kylie. Hi, Michael.
I really enjoyed But I know how you guys feel at alam ko you guys have a bright future ahead no matter what the outcome is. So congratulations.
And the thing is, Michael, Kylie, you somehow respect them because you know the amount of hard work that they put into everything that they did tonight.
Totoo, my respect for them and my respect for male pageants even went up further this night. Tito
That's
Boy.
right.
This only shows that these candidates, Tito Boy and Kylie, are really distinctively handsome. So, you know, being the resident host for Mr. International for a couple of years now, I must say that we are actually sending really strong contenders to the international pageant. So, this batch, sobrang galing po nila.
Ang ganda, no? Kasi pag sinabi mong distinctively handsome, you're talking really about, you know, something that you don't see, something that you don't understand, but you know it is there. I was just talking to my friend Popoy Carotativo, one of the best managers in this country, and we were talking about what is it that you see. You know it is there, but you can't explain it. And that's magic.
Tama. Di ba nga sabi ng isang quote sa Little Prince, what is essential is invisible to the eye.
Ganda naman nun. Oh.
Yes, as a beauty queen tayo today, Tito Boy.
Miss International.
At marami tayong pasasalamatan. Attorney Manuel, for your kindness, thank you. To all of you, to our distinguished panel of judges, maraming salamat.
And I would also like to take this opportunity. I believe that the president of Mr. International Organization, Mr. Alan Sim, is watching over our live broadcast. So, hello, Alan. I hope to the upcoming Mr. International competition, which will be held here in Manila, Philippines, this October.
Oh, okay, just go ahead.
Yeah, so I believe that the results is already with us.
Yes, the long journey in search for Mr. International Philippines 2022 ends here tonight. On this beautiful stage are 10 equally good-looking young men who hopes to win.
May we have the envelope, please?
May we now request for the envelope containing the names of the winners tonight.
Thank you. Wow, Michael, let's start.
At this point,
Here. Okay.
we shall be announcing this year's fourth runner-up.
The fourth runner-up will receive 5,000 worth of gift vouchers and 5,000 worth of products from David Salon, 50,000 worth of products and services from Derma World, 500,000 worth of life and accident insurance coverage plan from Options Philippines, and 30,000 cash prize. To award the fourth runner-up, here's Miss Maureen Montaigne, Miss Globe 2021, and Miss Hannah Arnolds, Binibining Pilipinas International 2021.
Fourth runner-up is Cagayan de Oro City, Andre John Cue. Congratulations to Mr. Cagayan de Oro City, Kylie.
our third runner-up for tonight is... The third runner-up will receive 5,000 worth of gift vouchers and 5,000 worth of products from David Salon, 50,000 worth of products and services from Derma World, marketing manager of a Mr. International Philippines.
Our third runner-up is San Juan City, Kit Cortez.
Congratulations. And now it's time for us to announce the second runner-up.
The second runner-up will receive 5,000 worth of gift vouchers and 5,000 worth of products from David Salon, 50,000 worth of products and services from Derma World, 500,000 worth of life and accident insurance coverage plan, 75,000 pesos cash prize, and a chance to represent the country in Mr. National Universe pageant. To award the second runner-up, here's Mr. Arvin Maceda, the spokesperson of Mr. International Philippines.
Second runner-up is Leyte, Michael Ver Anton Comali.
Ryan. It's time for us to announce Mr. International Philippines 2022.
The winner of Mr. International Philippines 2022 will receive 5,000 worth of gift vouchers and 5,000 worth of products from David Salon, 200,000 worth of products and services from Burma Group, 750,000 worth of life and accident insurance coverage plan from Options Philippines, 150,000 pesos cash prize, and a chance to represent the country in Mr. International pageant. To award our Mr. International Philippines 2022, here's Attorney Manuel Del Rio, National Director of Mr. International Philippines, Mr. Levin Arguelles, Mr. International Philippines 2019, and Mr. Emil Perez, Mr. International 2014.
Mr. International Philippines 2022 is Paranaque MT Aureliano.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. International Philippines 2022 from Paranaque City, Andre Aureliano.
To the Mr. International Organization, this is the Olympic event.
To all winners, congratulations and many doors open for you. Duboy and Kylie, it's a pleasure sharing this stage with the two of you. A dream come true.
Ang kasiyahan ng Michael Ayano. Maraming salamat sa aking direktor. Congratulations to the winners. Kylie, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, Tito Boy. And on behalf of the Mr. International Organization, maraming salamat po.
And we're not going to say goodbye. While next year, tayo magkikita-kita pa rin. Dito lamang sa
Mr. International Philippines 2022!